I was going to go live earlier, thought I was, yeah, until I started messing about with my camera. Well, not my camera, my camper. Trying to sort the lights out for a CT, you know, where they test stuff, make sure it's all working properly. Oh dear, driving me insane it was. But anyway, Donald Trump, oh there, his little MAGA is turning on him. That it is. That he is, or that it is. They are. Oh, they are. Anyway, you know, I'll get my worms out. Do you know what I need? I need a beer. I've got a beer that I have, so I'm going to have a beer. This is an 8.6 gold. I quite like the 8.6. They're quite good beers. They're right. Apart from I am absolutely useless at pouring a beer. I couldn't work in a bloody pub, could I? I'd be useless. That I would. Well, I signed up for Truth Social. Donald Trump's Truth Social, so you didn't have to. That I did. Hello, Gina. Hope you're well. Well, you see, I keep going on there, and because I wasn't signed up to it, I could just see, you know, his page, but I couldn't see any of the replies, and that surprised what people are saying. I'll tell you, they ain't happy. No, they ain't happy over the Jeffrey Epstein debacle. When Pam Bondi is telling everybody that there's nothing to see here. And we know there is. Yes, we know, don't we? Anyone with half a brain cell knows that Donald Trump, he likes to fiddle, that he does. Or at least he did. I don't think he's capable these days, but you know how it goes. Awful, awful, awful excuse for a human being. There they were in the White House, and there was a human being not wearing a suit. His name was Zelensky, yeah. There's also a man. And then there was a suit without a man or human being inside. It has to be said. Donald Trump, the evil one. And he clearly is. I don't know what's going on with these glasses, but I can't seem to get them clean. They're sort of clean. They're sort of hazy clean. Oh, where are you? Oh, you're over there. Oh, okay, I can see you now. Hello, Karen and Kev, hope you're well. And GG, Mac, hope you're well too. And Admiral Kirk. I salute you for all those intrepid journeys. Yeah. And those funny little trippet things. What are they funny furry things that you had to invade your ship they did? Crikey. The tipples, the triples, tibbles, what do they call them? Free Diddy! No, do not free Diddy. Thank you. Keep him, I want to see him locked up forever. Evil piece of work. I just fired Sir Admiral Kirk. I wasn't very good. I'm very pleased that you did. It's better out than in. That it is. That's what my grandmother used to always say while we're all eating our feckin' dinner. Crikey, the last time I invited her. Well, it is anyway, because she's dead. There you go. Hello, Daniel K. Afternoon to you too. For me, it is now 3. That can't be right. It's 6 o'clock. Literally dead on 6. So, oh no, that's the amount of time I'm streaming. Okay, that makes more sense now, all of a sudden. So, Pam Bondi said there was nothing to see here. Donald Trump told us and pretty much implicated himself by saying, "What? Are you still talking about that?" As if yes. We all want to know. Those who love you, Donald Trump, want to know because they don't believe you're in it anyway. For some strange reason, even though there's plenty of evidence to suggest that he is. And those of us on the left are very keen to find out if Donald Trump is in the Jeffrey Epstein's client list of around 2,000 odd names. We would also like to see the videos. Yes, I really would. Just so I could take a piss out of his little mushroom penis. If you know what I mean. Anyway, Stormy Daniels, she knew, didn't she? She did. Well, okay. So, Donald Trump, in frustration, he's been kind of like truth tweeting, whatever he likes to call it. So I'll read that to you first. Then what we'll do is we'll go quite long actually, but we'll go through some of the replies provided. I can click. Oh, they're already there. That's good. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, there's replies like, "We want elite pedos exposed," it says. That's the sort of replies he's getting to his Truth Social. But let's start with the Donald Trump's tweet. All right, he's trying to. He isn't very good at this. All right, he's trying to, how to put it, take your mind off it by actually putting your mind on it, if you know what I mean. He says, "What's going on, my boys? And in some cases, gals," he says, yeah. Gals, you know, not girls, gals. It's kind of what I'd say. Anyway, they're all going after the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. Or aren't they just going after you, Donald? Who is doing a fantastic job, a big league job. She's lying for me. Yes, she is. She's doing a fantastic job. We're on one team, she says. He says. He says, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. Oh, they're turning on him. They are turning on him. We have a perfect, he says, administration. We've got Bobby Brainworm. We've got J.D. Vanson's couch. And also Rubio in his couch as well. And, anyway, they've all got their couches. In fact, I've got mine. Yeah. Well, Jeffrey Epstein, okay. All we're doing is we're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. It says, the talk of the world and selfish people. Sorry. Are trying to hurt it. All over a guy who never dies. Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised you hadn't killed, so he probably is dead. Jeffrey Epstein says, for years it's Epstein over and over again. He says in his Truth Social. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, Crooked Hillary and Kobe Bryant? And the losers and criminals of the Biden administration who conned the world with Russia and Russia hoax. 51 intelligence agents. Oh my God, this man's desperate. God's sake. Oh, the laptop from hell, he goes. And more. They created the Epstein files, he says. Just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton and Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me. Poor old me. I'm just Donny, you know. I can't help it if I like 14-year-olds. Oh, okay, I just had that bit in, but you might as well have said that. Yeah, said that. It's not plural, singular. Anyway, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. Oh, poor Donny. His friends, his so-called friends, the MAGA. Oh, well, they're biting, they're chomping at the bit, they are. Well, why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files if there was anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement? Why didn't they use it? Probably because they're in it as well. That's not... No, there's no excuses here. No. There's a distinct possibility there's certain individuals, maybe Clinton, who are in that file, including Prince Andrew, for which he had to buy off the late Jeffrey, whatever his name was. Well, I was watching it was on Times Radio. It was an interview, it was, with a lady who was due to interview Donald Trump. She also interviewed one of his victims, who recently topped herself, done herself in poor ass. She was not in a very good place. She really wasn't. And then, but then this last year, then got to interview the family. They decided that was the right thing to do. And it was a strange. It was strange because what was said in that interview with the family, that Donald Trump actually helped during the investigations and stuff. I don't think he actually believes he's done anything wrong. I think either that or he thinks he's infallible. He clearly was there. He knew what was going on. There's allegations against him personally. I don't think he actually believes he's done anything wrong. It's very strange. But he did actually help, to be fair. The investigation on Epstein regarding, I can't remember the name now, Geoffrey. Anyway, the lady who recently died, I think she committed suicide. I'm not 100% certain, but she was not in a very good place. It really mucked with her head. She's had been threatened with, she's had death threats and all sorts of stuff over a very long period of time. Do free, wasn't it? Do free. Anyway, so Kennedy or Martin Luther King, he says, yeah, so okay. Oh, they haven't even given up on the John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. files. No matter how much success that we've had securing the border, well, really? Deporting criminals, you mean innocent people farming the fields, yeah. Fixing the economy, actually no, that's just an outright lie. Energy dominance, no, that is an absolute lie. A safer world where Iran, no, Donnie, you did not obliterate Iran, though. In fact, maybe from months to maybe a year or two, and they'll be back where they were. A safer world, he says, bloody hell. But anyway, it's never enough for some people. We are about to achieve more than 6 months. We're about to achieve more than 6 months than any other administration has achieved in 100 years. And we have so much more to do. I bloody well hope not. And we are saving our country, he says. Saving our country. And making America great again. Well, you'll make America great. Yeah, MAGA lot. Well, they're turning on you, mate. Oh, Donnie, they are turning on you. Yeah, there's a little bit more. Sorry, but I'll just get to the end. Let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great, he says. She's great, yeah. The thing is, what he's worried about, I'll sack her. What she'll do? She might come out and give him a hard time. Maybe she knows that she's been lying on his behalf. Now, the 2020 election has been rigged. It was rigged and it was stolen. The other day he was admitting that he lost. And they tried to do the same thing in 2024. That's what she's looking into as Attorney General. And much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Really? The economy was doing that, it was. And the only reason why we had inflation at one point is because it was doing that, you silly little man. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Is that relevant? Anywhere in the world. Let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein. Somebody and nobody that nobody cares about. Somebody that nobody cares about, he says. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Yes, why does he end all... That's really strange. He ends all his tweets with that. On his Truth Social. Bizarre. Anyway, let's go to the chat before we go into some of these replies. Hello, Janice. Hope you're well. Gigi Mag. When Trump has his modelling agency, he used to have the parties on his yacht with the young models as entertainment for the old rich men. And no one talks about that. They don't. They don't. I have. For the fact that he used to get them to come and see me later. And you might find that you might win. If you know what I mean. He's like Pokemon. He likes a Pikachu. That he does. Pikachu. Hello, Thomas Alters. When I was teaching my teenage son about dystopias, when it came to 1984, it occurred to me that citizens of Oceania were beset by the telescreens. The telescreens. Poor is it a rule or cruel? I can't say. Anyway, Kennedy was the only one not to kiss the wall. Look what happened to him. Well, that's a valid point. He got shot. Oh, let me come. The Brett Wall. She had a car accident and ended up with a terminal illness Oh, okay. She unalived. Oh, I see. Okay. So she was in a hell of a state then. So, oh, I see. So she had a car. You're talking about Jufree, are you? She had a car accident apparently, and ended up with. I need to look up that because she had a hell of a fucking life. She wasn't in a good place. She really wasn't. So she's a terminal illness because she had a car accident. Proof. There's my proof. Go and search it yourself. It's all out there. Go on trumpfile.org or something like that. You'll find it. Not just a Maxwell. No. She's already inside, isn't she? She's wondering why she's inside now because Donald Trump is saying that there's nothing in the files. Double tap the screen, people. How do you do that? I'm double tapping. What does that do? I kind of look like Jack Black, apparently. Perhaps Donnie knew Gary Glitter. Yeah. He wanted to be in his gang. Hey! He did. So Trump is in 8 flight logs in the Epstein's book. And also his lawyer came out the other day, which probably covering his own feckin' ass because he's worried that he's probably in there as well. Yeah, Donald. Yeah, anyway, if you ever represented Donald Trump, you're an ass. Anyway, so yeah, he's obviously scared. Oh, I know who's in there. I know who's in the list, he said. But I was told by a judge I'm not allowed to say anything. He said, yeah, whatever his name was. Ex-trafficking and paedophilia trigger people regardless, I guess. Yeah, well, it's not even need to be triggered, is it? End of the day, we're talking about young children. People have daughters. People have sons. People don't want to see any harm come to them. And whenever people want to do harm to our children, or, friends, family, people we know, or anybody, in fact, and something does happen, we want to know what's going on, don't we? We want those people who are responsible. We want them chemically castrated, and we do a couple of feckin' bricks. That's what I'd use. I want that job. I'd be the brick circumcision expert, or I'd just use a framing hammer. One or the other with a big claw on it and rip the feckers off. Anyway, where was I? I saw the hats in the barbecue. Why are they so scared of Epstein? Because there's so much. Too many very rich people involved, and people that don't want to find themselves in a very precarious position. Yes, with the law, and also they are giving a perception of who they are. Now, we all thought maybe, that Elon Musk wasn't as bad as that he clearly is, if you know what I mean. It was a hint, by the way. Andrew Evans, hope you well. He's trying to piss on the fire while pouring petrol. That is pretty much what he's doing. Let's go to the end of the list there. Eric Curious, hello there, hope you well. Hello, Scott. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mark. Hi to you too. I was getting worried. I'm glad you're on form, or in fine form as usual. I tell you what, I was very nearly on fine form. I was doing my blooming nut. I've been working on my camera because it's got a CT, which is basically, to say whether or not the vehicle is in good condition, a bit like the MOTs in the UK. I don't know if you have anything like that in the US, probably not. Anyway, I've been trying to sort the bloody lights out. There's something really bizarre going on. So, on the back end, but it's like a lot of these campers are not built very well. I'd like to build my own, actually, to be fair, just to do a proper job, because they're slapped together. They really are. And very, very expensive. I bought that when my father died with the inheritance money. I thought, what should we do? You can get something worthwhile out of it. And we've used it loads. So Prince Andrew needs to speak up about Trump and Epstein. Surely they hung out together. Well, obviously they did. We seen pictures of them all together, haven't we? But don't worry, he won't be sweaty. No, he apparently he's got a rare condition, so he can't sweat. So he said. I think it's because she said that he's very sweaty. What strange people. And the Queen bailed him out. 15, 16 odd million, whatever it was. The Queen paid her off to shut her up. I don't think she was in a good place to go through with it, probably. But, yeah. Try a continuity test on the backlight circuit. I've got a couple of issues. One is the fact I've got LEDs on the back of the camper, and it causes problems with because there's not enough feedback to the computer with the telling me what lights are out and stuff like that. So I've got that issue. I'm going to trick that with a trailer board, though. Just for the CT. Thanks, Kanikev. I will try that. Currently I've got no reversing lights, and for some reason there's no fog lamp, but there again there isn't one there, so I don't know how that's happened. I went through last CT okay. Council Moves says, I'm in Canada and campers and wiring are familiar territory. Why can't they build them properly, is what I say. I trained as an electrician when I say all this stuff, and also worked on boats as well, wiring boats up. And on boats, it's meticulous. The wiring's meticulous. But on this fucking campus, it's like, yeah, we'll drag one over there, and we'll drag one over there, and we'll get a staple gun, go staple. It's a right mess. It's just a mess. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. All I need to do is get a donor vehicle and build my own. But it's a nightmare getting things registered here when you build them yourself. In France. Anyway, okay, let's start with some of these replies. Yes. Like first one here, this one was 16 hours ago, and it says, this statement breaks my heart, Mr. President. I have 4 daughters. I live in Texas, where families lost little children. I can't even begin to comprehend the flipped narrative that it was so long ago. Why are we still talking about this and nobody should care? These victims were someone's daughters, sisters, nieces, granddaughters, someone's child. Please reconsider, sir. I voted for everything you are doing. Yes, I'm very happy that you are torturing people in a gulag. I'm counting on you to bring sick perversion to account. Otherwise, it will continue to happen. If we are not the voice of the victims, then who? Respectfully, and with much gratitude for all the promises you're kept. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, much gratitude for all the promises you'll keep. Please let this one be one as well. Much love to you and yours. Oh my giddy arm. You see, these people are deluded. They don't seem to think that Donald Trump is in the list. Why else hasn't he published it? If he wasn't in it, he wouldn't think twice about publishing it. He knows full well he's in it. There will be accountability, but he has to save the country for that to happen. He's only been in office 6 months, and look what he's accomplished. Yes, he's been, like I say, torturing people. These people are lapping it up and making excuses for him. That's what. Let's step back a minute. I agree with you, but I also trust President Trump. Deluded! So I absolutely want the pedo evil high-ups to be prosecuted. Well, he's one of them! Okay, let's do the next one down. That's the reply and the reply of that one. Okay, there we are. There's another one. Okay, this was by Chrissy3607. Oh my god, it's a fly. I'm not sure. I'm not, no. Oh, go away. It's a fly. Oh, but anyway, it likes me. Go away. Go away. Go. Actually, it's a wasp, I think. Oh, it's a fly thing. It says here, sorry about that. We want the elite pedos exposed. You promised us that. Pam promised us that. Cash promised us that. Now it's our fault because we want what was promised fulfilled. And we call out Pam. It's back again. Call out Pam out every time she lies. What else? What else has she lied to us about? Remember, these are MAGA people, so it's quite. I'm having to kind of reword it a little bit so it makes sense, if you know what I mean. They don't do punctuation at all. They don't do what Trump does, start using AI. I think he's earned the right to ask for some patience. Well, this is another reply by a guy called Michael. A right to ask for some patience while the investigations that will actually save America continue after that. Then devote resources to the... No. Oh, it is a wasp. There definitely is a wasp. Go away. There was a wasp in there. Let's shut the door. It's gone out. I'll shut the door. I'm going to shut the door. That's it. Shutting the door. That's it. I've shut the wasp out. It's gone. I don't want to be stung. I got stung the other day in my ear. Oh dear. We were told to stop asking about it and it's over. If we would have been told more time was needed, that would have been acceptable. But no, you told us it was over, but it's not over. No. We gotten gaslit. Lies and spliced 4 times edited prison video footage with another lie saying that the prison resets and the losers are 1 minute. It's not how it works. The footage overlaps on all those sort of systems. The footage overlaps. Anyway, if anything, you get a bit of the previous bit. Oh my god, I think there's so many. It's jumping about there because there's so many of them. So let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Well, you've got a very dodgy app, isn't it? That's not very good. Is it because they don't like me? It might be. So let's go back to that and that one to there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you think this is deliberate? All of a sudden it's shaking around like a crazy thing. I mean, it's deliberate so people can't read all the flipping replies. More squirrels and raccoons have been arrested than anyone on the Epstein's client list, apparently. That's a meme. What the hell's going on here? It's literally gone... It's gone loopy. It's gone loopy. While it's doing this loopy bit. Trump running that Miss Teen USA pageant for all those years, yes. His daughter was involved as well. And doesn't get brought up enough. I know. It doesn't. It just get brushed out. The people, the problem is, I suppose the problem is people know that if you just mention it, he will just, he'll try and sue you for slander, knowing full well you haven't got the money to see it through. Trump running that Miss Teen USA pageant. And that was when his daughter was 14 years old as well. Can you remember the interview? That was that interview when, okay, if she was a bit younger. Crikey. No, wait, not with that. She was she wasn't my daughter. I'd date her, he said. That's what Donnie said. Oh, crikey. Something wrong with Donnie. Hello, Nicky Valentine. Are you on another platform, Marcus, or am I totally out of sync? Am I on another platform? No, I don't think so. No, you're not far from the end of the... I look like Elton John a little. Is it the glasses? It's probably the glasses that does it, you know, the hat. Yeah, maybe. I did some files on them or something. Oh, we have that one, that's fine. Hello, Deborah Volts. Yeah, that's right, he did. Oh, okay. Yeah, bragging about it. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone's good, says Jack. I hope you are too, my friend. And Epstein didn't kill himself, says... well, I've got my doubts. Just like the guy who... oh, crikey, McAfee geezer, who was on the run for several years from the mafia, and then he finally caught up with him because obviously he had the police caught up with him in the end, didn't he? Went to jail, and then he pegged it. Payoffs, ducking, and dodging. Yes, this is how it was handled in the 80s. This is how Donald Trump needs to be handled. In the 21st century, somebody needs to do something about him and all his ilk. You see, all the people behind him pushing Donald Trump, none of them, not one of them, can win the people over. What it is about Donald Trump, I don't know. But his ilk, they love him. For some strange reason, they love him. So there isn't no... there won't be no MAGA without him, I don't think. I can't think of anybody who could fill his shoes. I just can't. I work hard for Massa. What's Massa? Where is a 007? We need one. We need a 007. I don't want a 006 or 008. We just need a 00. Just to do what needs to be done. What doesn't Donald Trump like? There must be something he hates. Must be something he's frightened of. Maybe he's frightened of spiders or something. I don't know. Maybe we can get... I don't know if we could do James Bond style or something, you know, or where the assassins come and try and kill him. Or maybe dribble some poison down a piece of string dangling over his mouth while he's asleep or something like that. I don't know. You know how it goes. Or maybe they can, I don't know, have some whips and start throwing sort of like... flying these butterflies about, trying to toxic dart people. This guy's Donald Trump. I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest. It's, well... Something's not adding up, says Candleboy Home. Hello, my friend. No family members kicked his teeth out back then. Someone bloody needed to. I think the part of the problem was that he was like, he was daddy's boy, wasn't he? He was. There's something strange going on. Have I got to have a Truth Social app? Oh my god! Because via that ain't working. That's gone to do like it. I really don't want to do that. That's bad enough signing up to it. But I want to see what the comments are, you see. Oh, crikey. Is there a Truth Social app? Oh, scary. Scary! I'm glad I'm on my spare device. Yes, there is. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll work better. The things you do! Oh dear. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, France has just opened up a legal case against criminal case against Elon Musk because of his X platform. Sign in. Oh my god, what was it again? Oh, that's it. Use. Oh, that's it. Sign in. Oh, that was easy. Is it working? Is it working? Okay, that's that. Yeah, I'm going to see whether it works better this time. What's going on, my boys and in some cases gals? What? It's like it's. He is sexist, isn't he? You know. Why couldn't you just say boys and gals or boys? But no, he kind of had to make it secondary, like they didn't have value. So let's have a look at that again. Maybe it'll work on the app. Oh, I'm not leaving any comments on that. I'm bloody hell not. I'm not trolling on there. Okay, this looks a bit more hopeful. There you go. Okay, definitely more hopeful. Dwayne Sykes. Is it Sykes out of Oliver Twist, maybe? He is evil bastard, you know. This is going to cost you so many supporters. I've been one of them. I have been to multiple rallies and even was there on January the 6th. Well, you're a fucking criminal for a start. So even criminals on January the 6th are turning against Donald Trump. This is one of the main things that needs fixing. Well, she said needs fixed. Our two-tiered system of justice needs to end. We the people are tired of it. They can't be charged with child trafficking without being perpetrators. Alan Dershowitz, who was accused of being one of them, has seen the list. Seen the list when he went to defend himself. We want the guilty to pay. It appears that you or a loved one was in it. Oh, so Hector, where I go? Oh, God, bloody this English. Let me try and decipher. It appears that you or a loved one was in on it, and you want this to go away. Everyone I know is upset about this, and it will kill MAGA, which we all have supported 100%. We'll be quite glad for MAGA to go. That we will. And for all you MAGA type people to go straight back underneath your stones. Don't forget to beat the old like button. Straight back underneath your stones. This is why we don't trust the government. No transparency unless it is something that you want us to see. Please reconsider. Sincerely. You see, they're all ganging up on him. The replies to the replies are all it's like they're trying to defend Trump. That sounds like you're trying to tell us that the whole Epstein Island was bullshit. Is this what you are telling us? That it was fake? A con? Nothing? What the fuck? Oh, WTF, sorry. I need straight speech. I don't do around Elga's one round a tree. You need to address the people of the United States of America. Yes, this is a priority to us. With respect. Thank you, Mr. President. So it is literally that they don't believe that he is necessarily on that list, even though all the evidence points to him. And the fact that he won't publish the list points to him. Oh, dear me. Down we come. Oh, dear. There we go. It's going to cost you. Oh my God, there's just like every single comment is an attack at Trump. Apart from some of the replies to the comments. Trying to counter it. My wanting paedophiles to be punished for their crimes doesn't make me less of a patriot, but more. I don't understand the reason for your current attitude, and frankly I'm beyond the point of caring. I do care about justice, whether you approve or not. Ooh. And the rat dog says, all due respect, Mr. President, we voted for change, and a big part of that change was for transparency and accountability. Mr. President. God's sake. Let's go to... Don't forget, beat the like button while you're here. So how's that stammer thing going? I don't know what you're on about. Oh my God, it's Jack Blake. That's me. Billy Kershaw went to the... Hello, Joe. That was my friend. To the hospital this morning. Fully medicated and flying high. Ooh. Flying high. Oh, crikey. Your head feels better. I'm glad your head feels better. The escape route is home to Florida and to Cuba. From there to Russia, I bet. Yes, that's what he's going to do. He'll get on his new jet that he hasn't got yet from Qatar. Yeah, what happened to that? That's a good point, Ash. What happened to that? He was never going to get it, was he? He was never going to get it. Originally, it was going to go to Turkey, I believe, but they said no, because no, we don't want that. It looks bad. Oh, how you got a license for that? Says Vader. Vader, I am your father. I am your... Well, any stuff like that. Oh, do we have some trolls? We do get trolls on there, don't we? I think the young are more aware than a lot. They bloody well are. When I speak to okay, my young family are growing up, but they've always been very, very politically aware. Always. We often had discussions over the table, you know, and disagreements, because they're well on the left. They are not nasty hard on the left, but you know they are definitely well on the left. Although saying that, my eldest son, he's moved a little bit more to the centre. I think what happens is you get a realisation that maybe running a business or a company, you know, he used to be involved with my business, that it isn't easy being in business, and that it's not all just a free ride and, oh yeah, we're just taking everybody for, you know, it's bloody hard work and you put your neck on the block, your head on the block. But not Amazon, of course. Were the girls abducted or recruited? Well, effectively they were recruited, I suppose. They were groomed. They get all these big promises and stuff like that, and it's they're gullible. They're gullible. Any of the day they're underage. Would you be? I'm not certain, but I think our younger people are starting to wake up. They bloody hell are. Definitely. When you don't get me wrong, there's still quite a few out there who don't pay any attention, they don't vote or anything like that. But there's a growing movement of youngsters who are politically aware, because they're aware that they are paying for our mistakes, that they are going to be left with our debt. We're going to require them to pick up the pieces. And many of them are waking up. They really are. Unfortunately, not enough. But there you go. But they're playing not as sharp as, you know, sharp as a pin they are. Free Hong Kong, I agree. It's definitely, just like Afghanistan, not quite like Afghanistan, but you know, any day, Britain, hung out, you know, because the term came to an end and we left them, basically, because we're cowards. Because we're cowards. That's my feeling about Russia and what have you. I feel that we're cowards. And Donald Trump, I feel that we're cowards. You must stand up to the bully. Always stand up to the bully. If you don't, the bully will stand on you. That's the bravest thing to do as well. But it's definitely the best outcome. Unless you want to be You know, if you want to submit. I got Evader. Okay. I'm moving to shaking up here. Oh, what have I missed? I've missed something. Did I miss a super chat? I think I just missed a super. Just see one. What we got here? Kevin lad, Andrew. Hello there. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing excellent day. It's another very hot day here in France, you know. Sweaty it was underneath my camp. It does hang out quite a bit over the on the valley, you see. So what I do is I back the camera up, so the back end of the camera is over the the hill part, so I've got more room underneath. Oh, Canada's going to do something big this week. Trust and believe. I hope so. I think Canada's done brilliantly anyway at the moment, from what I can see. You know. Your dollar did come down a little bit, but still way up against the dollar. I think you did amazing, really. That's one hell of a lot to deal with, and it's not be funny. This is just recent, isn't it? I think we need a realization. We need governments and leaders need to realize, need to wake up and smell the roses, all the shit, and say, well, Donald Trump's not to be trusted. He changes his mind with the fucking wind. The deals are worth absolutely nothing. They're poor deals anyway. And move on. And some countries are saying that. Nigeria has basically said, oh, sorry, we're not interested. Because, they say, oh, we want you to take our so-called illegals, people that pick fruit. Oh, Christ, I was watching some... There were some clips. I'll digress a little bit for the moment, just so we're not constantly talking about Donald Trump because his Charlie Epstein, which is where are we? Which can be a little bit painful. The man's just horrible. He's evil. He's just clearly evil. Gen X is always tough. Got to be tough. Got to be. We can't allow these people to take advantage of us, because that's what's happening. And every time you kind of like suck up to him, he feels he's won something. Oh, hey, it says here, Trump is absolutely getting hammered on his own social media. This is on Blue Sky. This is Truth Social media site for his post last night, urging them not to waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein. He's just incriminating himself. Replies attacking Trump. It's worth taking a look. I just did. And I've even signed up to this so I can just get some more of his crap. So I can share it with you, so you don't have to. Epstein files truly are the one thing every American, both parties, wants to see daylight on, and there is no exceptions on that. Not be funny, when you talk about child abuse, I think that's something we can all agree on. They're somebody's children. We want this unwrapped, and everybody does. Although Donald Trump says, stop talking about Epstein. And you got this guy.
One of his greatest gifts. No, and I think the thing you have to return to here is, Donald Trump has gotten away with literally everyking. Mm-hmm. And it turns out to be one of his greatest
This
gifts.
Is Wolf, is an author.
And what is that?
Ghostwriter.
Because of it's the incredible advantage of utter shamelessness, or I remember Steve Bannon said to me once that if the famous P tapes were ever found, Trump would just say, "That's not me," and it wouldn't matter if
P tapes.
If you look like Donald Trump, if you walk like Donald Trump, it wouldn't matter. He would just deny it. And somehow, again, hiding in plain sight, this long relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, and Trump has just waved it away, swept it under the rug, ignored it, and gotten away with it. Does that change? I probably not, but maybe.
You know, he is a master of distraction to distract people from
Isn't that his lawyer?
problems he's created, and at the same time,
Ex-lawyer.
He is distracted by this one question of maybe others, but this one for sure, Jeffrey.
You know, I think it's a difficult question for him. I know once when I was, this was in Mar-a-Lago, I went to have a sit down with him, and his aides just asked me, a rough outline of what I wanted to talk about, and I had a lot of subjects, but I also said Epstein, and they said, if you ask about that, he'll just stop the interview and you won't get anything. So this person said, I recommend, you can ask about anything, but I really recommend you not ask that if you hope for this interview to go on. No, and I think the thing you have to return to here is, Donald Trump.
Oh, apparently, dude, the USA is the strongest economy in the world. Is it? Bigger you are, the harder you fall. The thing is, you see, the US economy is struggling at the moment. You say it's the strongest economy. It's got to be the strongest economy with the biggest deficit, the biggest debt. 37 odd trillion in debt. It's about to be increased by at least than 5 odd trillion. Your debt is bigger than your GDP. If that is the case, you are not earning enough money. The country's not earning enough money. It's not creating enough money. So no, it's not a strong economy. It might be a big economy. It doesn't make it a strong economy. Effectively, it's bankrupt. Unless you start selling assets, obviously, as well. But, Preach. It's not comparable to the rest of the world. Joe says, my 3 years of political economy tell me what a strong economy is, and the USA is not better. The USA is dependent on outside countries and factors. Valid point. It's dependent on Mexico. It's dependent on Canada. It's dependent on the European Union. You see? It's dependent on China. Massively on China. If China said, okay, we're not going to sell you anything, you'd be buggered. If China decided that it flooded your economy with the dollar, you'd be buggered. If Japan goes ahead with their threat of flooding the dollar on the bond market, you'd be buggered. They got over $1 trillion. I think it's 1.3 trillion in 1.3 or 1.1. Can't remember exactly. Anyways, they got way over $1 trillion invested in the dollar. If they decide to get rid of a big chunk of that, it's not going to help. No, because what happened is the value of the dollar would plummet. The value of the dollar, the actual currency itself would plummet as well, not just the bonds. So it's not very secure. You should never say never. You know how it goes with anything that's big. There's some companies out there, all of a sudden, you thought, oh, that's a good company, and what have you. People invest in, what have you. All of a sudden, it just falls flat on its face. Big you are, harder you fall, and fast. Maybe like Poland, except maybe like Poland. Ooh. Every European country is in. There is. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, they are. We're all in the same boat. We've all got too much debt, not earning enough money. It's like, for instance, we took out another 400 billion. The UK did just because of COVID. That clearly is going to be paid back at some point over a period of time. And when you've got interest rates, growing, they did grow. They come down a little bit, but they, not in the bond market though. For the US, like 4.5% at the moment. That is expensive money. Expensive money, and you've got to somehow, find the money for that. And you have to factor that all in when you do your economics for the country for the year. When you're doing your budgets, you mustn't default on your debt. If you default on your debt, you're never going to get any more. You'll never be able to, balance your books. Well, Canada's smaller. It's got a smaller economy. There again, you've got 40 odd million people you've got in Canada. Well, you get the perspective here. For Russia's only about 20 odd million. We have to lose like 90% of our value in less than 6 months to be in depression. Well, to be in a recession is, generally speaking, there's 2 quarters of negative growth. That's the usual calculus for that. But depression is another kettle of fish. Yeah, we're all struggling regarding that. Some countries more than others. It's having a good manager. That's the problem. Having a good bank manager looking after your bottom line. If you've got someone just erratic, spending a huge amount of money on tents in Texas, wasting money, spending money in a way of actually just funding corporations that they have also got their fingers in the pie, such as what's going on in Texas. Huge amount of money spent on those tents. Didn't cost that much. It's ludicrous. There we go. All right.
Bright future for my 5 American children. Bright future for my 5 American
It's
children.
what we call karma.
But now I feel a little differently.
Chris Landry has lived in New Hampshire since he was 3 years old. He has a partner, 5 children, and a job in manufacturing. He was stopped at the border in Holton, Maine on Sunday while returning from a family vacation to Canada. Landry says he goes to Canada at least once a year and has never had a problem until now. Why do you think this time it's a problem?
Because of the new administration and their new policies.
In 2004 and 2007, Landry faced charges of marijuana possession and driving with a suspended license, but says he's had no criminal record since. He was given a suspended sentence and paid his fines.
So I never thought that would threaten my status as a resident of the United States.
He's MAGA. He was MAGA. He voted for Donald Trump. He voted for that. And now he's separated from his wife and his 5 kids. I don't feel sorry for him. There are a lot of people who've been physically abused. There's a lot of people out there, these people have been chucked into those gulags. And a representative actually managed to do a tour of the the Florida facility. I guess in Texas, but in Florida, alligator AllShorts. Let's see if I can find it for you. There we go.
Throughout this entire tour, it was repeated over and over that the state is working hand in glove with ICE. This facility was inspected by ICE. They review their detention standards. They are using cages. These detainees are living in cages. The pictures that you've seen don't do it justice. They are essentially packed into cages, wall-to-wall humans, 32 detainees per cage. That is the only thing inside those cages are their bunk beds, and there are 3 tiny toilets that are toilet units that have a sink attached to it. So they essentially drink, they get their drinking water and they brush their teeth, where they poop in the same unit. They bragged that they went above standards, supposedly, and gave them a 3-foot privacy wall that stretches the length inside the 32 detainee cage, a 3-foot privacy wall that stretches the length of the 3 toilets in a row. The showers provide no privacy at all. There are no curtains on it. It's a big open shower unit There are, small walls in each shower, but we're talking about all 900 men who are held in this facility. It is built currently for 1,000, and they have no privacy at all when they're showering. For meals, when we walked through the quote unquote meal prep area, the kitchen area, for lack of a better term, they had the portions that were available for detainees, and they had the portions that were available for employees being prepared at the same time. The portions available for employees, large pieces of roast chicken, large sausages, and the detainees' lunches were a small, gray turkey and cheese sandwich, an apple, and chips. And that's it. We're talking about fully grown men being fed very small portions. Let's be clear, throughout this entire tour, it was repeated over and over that the state is working hand in glove with ICE.
What do you think of that? Pretty horrendous, isn't it? So they're literally pooping and drinking out of the same facility. Alright, Mike, I don't know why it does this. Oh, hang on. I'm going to pull up my chat on another device. Oh, there's another device. Got another device. Because it's frozen again. And that's really annoying when that does that. I know it's asking me to install let's do it on this one. I collect mobile phones, it seems. Right, I can't see what you're saying because it's literally go on to that. It's literally frozen. The chat keeps freezing on these for some reason. Okay, it's gone to that. And on to that. There we go. That. Alright, bear with me. Aha, there we are. So Richard's paying any amount of fair share. It would be a good start. Well, they're not going to, are they? We've got that problem in the UK as well. It just, as soon as these people end up, they tell you all this stuff. Okay, they tax the rich. As soon as they're in bloody power, they back down. That's so horrible. Who's in charge of that crap? Well, Christy Gnomes. And then you got the Tsar, Tom Homan, and ultimately Donald Trump. Apple chips. Oh, my favourite combo. Well, every day. Then you get one meal, a day. The hope is that people will eventually wake up and smell the odour. My God, definitely. Hello, number 3. Hope you're well, my friend. Misinformation is not allowed in the chat. Ooh. What she is saying has been confirmed by other sources. Back meaning to the bottom, 50%. Oh, where are we? European size proportions for concentration camp. It's pretty much concentration camp. That's what it is, isn't it? It is that. It's Auschwitz. So I had a 55% tax on all profits over 50 million mark. Court would be given back to tax rebates and okay. What have I missed? Mar-a-Lago has rotting plumbing. I reckon there's all his acid coming off his body. Rotting the pipes. my God, there's a lot of Joe, you've been busy. Totally inhumane conditions, Kevin lad. Totally, aren't they? It's just, it's disgusting. The thing is, you see, that they haven't actually got. They're there for processing to be deported, or even released, but they haven't even got the facilities to actually do it in a reasonable length, reasonable period of time. So they can end up being in there for months, even though they've done nothing wrong, most of them. The idea that they're all criminals is a joke. Well, it isn't funny, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Canada, my home says it. We have the grit. I know you have. I say stuff I don't get. Oh, there we go. Can't really. Military contracts of American weapons companies, all but gone. They're literally looking elsewhere now. A lot of them have been cancelled. Not just even instigated. The ones that have been instigated have been cancelled. Some of them they find it very difficult to back down now because obviously there's legal reasons for that. But yeah, it's what happens when you can't trust the seller. Hoarded wealth needs to be taxed, as huge rates of release cash into the middle and lower classes, so it can be used. I agree 100%. End of the day, hoarding money is immoral, and these people have got excessive amounts. And it just means it's not filtering through the system. All this like trickle down economy. How's it going to trickle down when they hoard the money? And then you get like a relatively large organisation, and then they buy some more relatively large organisations, and then some more, and then some more, and all of a sudden everything gets streamlined, and even less money gets filtered down to the workers and people. I never thought they'd come for me. That's the thing about these people. They don't know. They literally don't think that they are going to be targeted when they clearly are. We're running a deficit that we have no plans to repay. That to me, that seems like madness. There should always be a finite time, shouldn't there, really? It could be a rolling finite time. So when you take out new debt, it the rolling time starts then for that debt, but you've got to pay off the old debt. Oh my God, state of that. I'm not very good at pouring a beer in a hurry. Right. Wealth tax on land and solid assets located in your country would be a way to tax the rich. A tax on the land and solid assets. I think it depends on what the land's being used for. If it's like, for instance, farmland and stuff like that, and it's registered for agricultural use, I think that's different. Because those costs just get passed on to the farmers. Oh, fuck it. Tax the packers. What sort of assets? You see, there's non-realised gains, isn't there? Like, for instance, people who put their money into shares, there's a non-realised gains that's not taxable currently. Is that something that's got to change? So, unrealised gains are then taxed. Your assets. I don't understand why. The thing about shares is a tricky one, because you could tax somebody on a share value, but you go up or down in value quite quickly. It's not a lot. But land, though, it holds its value, doesn't it? Generally, it very rarely comes down in value. Yeah, it's people holding in bulk. They need encouragement to spend the money. They need to be encouraged to spend it. also these people, these major organisations, they effectively get monopolies. Not necessarily in the same industry, but monopoly in business in general. So they end up with all these fucking large companies. Then what they do is they then reduce their costs with, I don't know, company B, because company A can do some of the jobs of company B, you know, like some administration or stuff like that. So then those people get sacked, and the whole thing goes on to more profit, more profit, more profit, and less money being filled back down into the system. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, give exemption from wealth tax for land being used for economy and trade. Yeah, the money's moving there, isn't it? That's the thing. Is at the moment the money is stagnant, it's stale, it's sitting there doing nothing, just being hoarded, gaining its just value in its own right, or maybe interest on it, or when it's in an asset, it's obviously the asset value can increase, but no one benefits from it. They don't even really benefit from it because they've got so much ridiculous wealth, they don't even really notice. All it is a number at the end of the day for these people. When you've got that excessive amount of wealth, and you get into the billions, it's absolutely ridiculous. None of these people need that amount of money. They just don't need that amount of money. Nobody does. The thing is, they're constantly making more. So effectively making more by actually extracting it from the economy. Because if you've got no growth and these people keep extracting more and more money, eventually you're going to run out. There'll be nothing left. There are various ways to build an economy, obviously by creating wealth, creating more money. You obviously got debt, creating more debt. You've got people take out a mortgage to buy a house or a loan and stuff like that. That money then can be printed, get back in the system. It's a fine balance though, isn't it? And if things grow too fast, you then got inflation. Oh, thanks, Joel. We've got a similar situation in Detroit microsand here, obviously on a smaller scale. But there are some major farms, like Dyson, for instance. He owns a huge amount of farmland. So does Jeff Bezos and that. What do? They keep just buying up all the smaller ones, getting more land. End up in these mega farms. Like in the United States, and imagine in Canada. Well, I don't know about Canada. They probably have as well. But these bloody mega farms, these cattle get treated so poorly because there's not enough people to care for them. You get an animal die, it might be a while before you realise it's just rotting in the blinking on these pens or on the land. There's miles and miles of fencing, electric fencing, just to keep the cattle, in check. The thing is, with all this going on with in Florida with alligator AllShorts and what have you, the Trump regime actually did the laughing about it. They think it's funny. So some officials in the Trump administration are embracing the idea of ICE as a new secret police. Oh, I wonder why. To control you. That's why. Trolling and sharing memes about the agency's brutal deportation tactics and liberal outrage. We should all be outraged. You don't have to be liberal to be outraged at people being basically viciously herded. They went on that, was it Glasshouse Farm? And they literally went across there like locusts, these National Guard and Marines, what have you, scooping these people up out of the fields. They're loving it. They think it's great. Then the Rolling Stone, secret police are horrifying teen Trump is laughing. This is in the Rolling Stone. And I can't read that at the moment. The administration is using memes to troll Democrats and others. So why do these people think this is great? Because they're evil fucking arseholes. They're loving it because they're evil fucking arseholes. Trump, Vance and the rest deserve to rot in hell. Special wing of their bad place in hell for eternity. Treating innocent people like this. So that was Debbie, that video clip, who was Debbie Wasserman Schultz. After touring Alligator Alcatraz, these detainees are living in cages. The pictures you've seen do not do it justice. They are essentially packed into cages, 34 detainees per cage currently, and they get their drinking water where they brush their teeth and poop. And he's also trying to get rid of Rosie O'Donnell at the moment, because she's speaking out against him, and I'm going to deport her. I'm going to deport her. She's dangerous to the country, he says. He said, because the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interests of our great country, I'm giving serious consideration taking away her citizenship. Isn't she a comedian or something? She's a threat to humanity. What? Rosie O'Donnell's a threat to humanity. And should remain in a wonderful country should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland. Yeah, I bet she'd prefer that at the moment. If they want her. Oh, God. He's horrendous, isn't he? He's absolutely horrendous. Maybe I can... No, I can't do that because I'll just... I'll stop. It's time for Americans to have a true audit of the essential services we lost when Trump allowed a drug addict to gut our government agencies under the guise of saving... Talking about Elon Musk, obviously. 27 Americans... saving the dollar. And 27 Americans died earlier this year because a tornado warning didn't go out. And then obviously we just recently had the flooding. People weren't... there was no one in the call centre to take the calls because of the cuts. What's this? What's this I've got here? Oh, it's Midas. Oh my God. Talk about an echo. Bloody hell. No, Tom Homan was saying that they're going to escalate the searches in Miami. So basically blue states really, New York as well. This is literally this is a hostile takeover of the blue, isn't it? This is the mentality of these people. This is the White House, all right? This is an actual White House statement, all right? Okay. Now I'll read it to you because it's back to front of you. So, ICE raids marijuana farms. That was the Glasshouse farms, the marijuana farms, obviously legal. Marijuana farms filled with illegal aliens. Come back. Crying Jimmy, they're just strawberry pickers. That ain't produce. That's product. They're just strawberry pickers. That is on the White House website. That's like, I don't know, like sixth graders, aren't they? These people are so childish. Just like when we saw Pete Hegseth standing there in front of all those drones. I've got two of them. He took a note off one It's like he's working on the line in a restaurant, in the kitchens of a restaurant. He's just taking the next menu. It was pathetic. It was a very poor remake of Iron Man, the first one, with Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. and all that. Oh dear, these people are just sent to try us. They really are.
Nothing about inflation. I don't want to hear nothing about tariffs. I don't want to hear nothing about Tesla or electric vehicles. From now on, I don't want to hear nothing about the economy. I don't want to hear nothing about inflation. I don't want to hear nothing about tariffs. I don't want to hear nothing about Tesla or electric vehicles or gas prices. We all know nothing's gotten fucking better. It's the truth. And no, I'm not going to give it more time. But you want to know what I'm really pissed off about? This whole Epstein bullshit. You think people are just going to let this one slide? Nah. People are pissed off. You made a promise to unclassify this and let us know what the hell's going on in this sick island, all this BS. And if you think the people that voted for you are going to let this slide, no. If they're anything like me, no. This is one thing that we're going to stand firm on, and you're going to have to understand you can't just switch it up and start talking about, the deficit's better, or we're going to give you a 1% off on your taxes at the end of the year. Nah, not falling for it. This was one of the big things for me. I think it was one of the big things for millions of people. You and Bongini and Pam Bondi and all these people, you're all flipped. You can see it in their faces. You can see how they respond to people. It's almost like they're deer in the headlights. They're scared to talk. Trump, when he was asked by a reporter about Epstein, he's like, we're still talking about this pervert or whatever on this island? Basically, we need to let it go and move on. No, we're not going to let it go and move on. Stop gaslighting us. You're a smart man. How could you be that blind to realize that we're not going to let this one slide? This one changed me, and it changed a lot of people today. There's a lot of people pissed off. If you want to gain anybody's ounce of support back, you need to fix this immediately. Because I'm telling you right now, people are pissed off about this, including me.
Oh dear, poor old Donny. All his little MAGA friends are turning on him. And Donny can't release it because he's in it. What is he supposed to do? Any ideas, anybody? What can Donny do? Not affecting a lot, is there? Because he's in it. He's a part of it. Oh well. Never mind.
Government.
It could be worse. Old subject yet, just yet.
Fencing.
What's going on? What's going on? Is there something on there I've got to get rid of? Let's get rid of that. What the hell's going on?
What's going on? Going on in this world. Alone. Going on in this world.
Oh, sorry, no. Phew! It's gone loopy.
Going on in this world.
Oh, sorry, no. Phew! It's gone loopy.
Going on in this world.
Oh, sorry, no. Phew! It's gone loopy.
Going on in this world.
Oh, sorry, no. Phew! It's gone loopy.
Going on in this world.
Oh, sorry, no. Phew! What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? It's broken! What the hell's going on? It's broken! Let's clear all them. hell's that all about? It's like something's happening in the background. I've been taken over. They took me over, they have. Oh dear. Oh, below me back on the channel. Let's see if I'll find that. Hopefully it's alright there. Let's see if I'll find that. Hopefully it's alright there. Let's see if I'll find that. Hopefully it's alright there. Let's see if I'll find that. Hopefully it's alright there. Let's see if I'll find that. Hopefully it's alright there. Let's see if I'll find that. That's because through there, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, brilliant. Thank God for that. I'm in a time loop. Yes, Truth Social broke my phone. says Andrew. You're right, they broke me. That's a beer fiddling with your fingers, it is. Anyone left? I've got that at the moment. It's 86 gold. So that's a weak beer, that's 6.5%, it's a weak one. We don't have any of them Nats P beers like Heineken. Ooh, actually they're 5% here. It's a feedback loop. There it was. That was me going through that, then going through that microphone and back again. So I just turned the volume there. That worked. It's not playing. Turn it off and on again. Yep, that's right now. I think it's okay now. Is it okay? Right. There we come. You've got your stream open on your phone. I know, it's just looping round. I'm scrolling down, see if I missed anything. Yep, it's on top of the list in capital letters, just like the Bible. Fancy putting your name above the Bible. Trump. Bible. I'm rapping now. Yeah, that's what it's like, wasn't it? I want to know about peeing tapes. Me too! The golden showers. You can't be a bit of water sports, you know. Lock them up and throw away the keys. Oh, yeah, that's what we all hope. But, you know, why the hell didn't they lock them up last time? Oh, this got delayed. And then the judge said, oh, well, we're going to indefinitely, basically there was no court date, effectively. Perpetuity, that's it. No, it's not going to go away. It's not. No, regarding this is going to keep biting in the ass. And if MAGA's now, his own base is starting to bite at him, chopping at the bit they are. To be fair to Trump, switching it up has worked every time until now. I hope you do find out what he's about. I hope you get to see his name clearly on that list. You think what the damage that man has done to international trade with the United States, the damage he's done to the US's economy, what's the damage he's done to the European Union, to the UK, to pretty much any country that traded with the US. Putting tariffs on countries that bought more stuff from the United States than they bought, they bought more stuff in the United States than the United States bought from them, and still tariffed them. Makes no sense. It's like there's figures out of top, it's like they plug these figures out of the air like that. That's what it feels like to me. Don't forget to beat the old like button. If you'll get me to sit, Matt, make sure I notice your chat. Just do a super chat now, I'll know then. There we go. There we come. Texan says, a man grocery shopping who told ICE he was an American citizen was asked to show his papers There was not just that. There was, if I can find it for you, just a second. Just so short. A veteran who was just in security services at the farm was scooped up by ICE, and he's American. You know, he's American veteran because of the colour of his skin. These people are just evil, absolutely evil. I've got it here somewhere. I'm sure I got it here somewhere. Oh, here we are. Yeah, disabled veteran. So he's a war veteran, disabled, who is a US citizen, was taken during the Camarillo immigration raid at the Glass House.
Works as a security guard here, George Redis. He is a.
What's the deal? We're just asking to like let my brother go. He's a U.S. citizen. He didn't do anything wrong. He's a veteran, disabled citizen.
The minute that we arrived outside Glass House Farms, we met a sister and a wife of a man who works as a security guard here, George Redis. He is a disabled U.S. veteran. He is a U.S. citizen, and they are desperately looking for him. They haven't heard anything about his whereabouts from yesterday. They do say that he was taken in the rape. They saw via Air 7 yesterday that he was trying to leave the scene in his white vehicle. Take a listen to what his sister and then his wife told us.
I thought he was probably part of the protest, and he wasn't. He was trying to reverse his car. They broke his window. They pepper sprayed him. They grabbed him, threw him on the floor. They detained him. His wife's been trying to call and ask where he is. They don't know where he is. Apparently, no one associates with nobody. So now we don't know what to do. And I just want to know where he's at because I have not seen him. And I heard from him since yesterday. And I called LA, and they keep saying that they're not going over there, and I just don't know where he's at. I've been up since 6 a.m. trying to call the sheriffs, the police department, Oxnard, Camarillo, Ventura, and I can't hear nothing. They say they don't know, they don't associate. What to do? We're just asking to like let my brother go.
Oh my God, they're right. I definitely at the farm. It sounds like some protest they're at. But still, US veterans are being scooped up by ICE. This is racial profiling, isn't it? Isn't it? It's literally racial profiling. There's no other reason for them to take him other than the fact that he had brown skin. I don't know if he was Hispanic or whatever, or Latino. I don't know. But either way, it's just disgraceful. The stress that puts people under, we don't know what his disability is. What if it's PTSD or something, you know? This isn't going to fucking help, is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, poor woman, poor husband, Sir Scott. Deplorable, to say the least, yes. This is the United States now. This is the United States. The people who are running the country, not just the government, but all the National Guard. We've got to think about the National Guard. These are just ordinary people that work in bloody hospitals, schools, you name it, all over the fucking place, don't they? And then they get called up, because they're volunteered for or whatever they do, I don't know. And why are they doing that? This is horrendous. The behaviour is horrendous. This isn't going to age well for these people. And as I can see there being a very large volume of people ending up in the courts after this. Because they themselves are now complicit in human rights offences. It was never about immigration, says Neil James. It was about racism. Yep. It was about power and control. You've only got to look at Donald Trump's history. The things that he's done himself are absolutely despicable against black people. Who, well, there's like three or four young lads who were accused of murder, and that come to it, they were acquitted. Anyway, Donald Trump decided to put out a double-page spread in an advertorial type, you know. He paid for that. So they should be hung. And then there was his father, who was in the KKK. Got itchy nose, itch. He was in the you know in the Ku Klux Klan. So there's plenty of evidence against that family. Most people go through their life without any criminal convictions, and maybe not even a speeding fine or whatever. You know, most people do. But that family's been investigated so many times, and yet they're still not in jail. It's money again, isn't it? Money corrupts and buys power. Deborah Volt says, I protest when I can. My view is, I think we're past protests. I know people are going to disagree with me. I know. I'm not saying you shouldn't protest. You should protest. It's a part of the bigger picture. But I think we're past it. That was 2 months ago at least. Maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months ago. Now, it's time to fight. I really think it is. It's one of the problems is the people who are being attacked. They are calm, non-aggressive people who just want to get on with their lives and probably don't have no guns or anything like that, you know. Just get on with their lives, and they're the ones being attacked. It's going to get to a point where everything becomes too much. To feel that the only way is only way out is literally to fight back. Now, if you thought to yourself, okay, it's either me or them. Like, I'm going to be deported. I'm going to end up in a cage. For some people, it's going to be case. Well, I might as well fight. You know, to the point of actually hurting somebody, as in ice. Knowing full well they'll probably get taken out. But you have to be, if you're going to fight, you need to fight. To live another, to fight another day. So that's why I keep saying about clandestine and putting the fight on their doorsteps. You see, these people leave their houses in the morning to go to work, don't they? But the fair goblins, as I say, make it so they can't function. Oh, that wouldn't work, does it? Go on this one. Oh, come back. There's a lot more sane here in the UK. Yeah, I know. Same in France. There's definitely more sane. Oh dear, so much. I agree with you, Marcus, but that's what the fascists want. I know. That's the thing, isn't it? That's to get martial law and all that. An excuse to clamp down even more. Got to nip them in the bud, though. What do you do then? Just take it? Accept it? That the United States is now a fascist country? That the regime is is basically taking control of your lives? What do you do? Oh, the midterms are going to vote. No, you're not going to get a midterms. If Donald Trump thinks he's not going to, he's going to cancel it. He's going to totally ignore it. There you go. half agree with you, but if he tries to interfere, stop, or rig the midterms, then I'll be wholeheartedly agree with you. There's still a chance to democratically stop this. The thing is, though, 2027. That's quite a way off still. There's a huge amount of damage that could be done. Still, look at the damage he's done in 6 months. Everything he's doing is all a part of his plan to literally completely dismantle the United States to a point where it cannot survive this. Oh, hello. That's the missus. I'm alright, I'm just live. What do you want to call it? You want to go? Apparently we've got to feed the cat.
Not our cat.
Not our cat, because we feed our cat already. But somebody else's cat. As in, my daughter-in-law's cat.
Your son's cat.
Is it his cat, is it? Oh. And I've been roped into it, so I've got to drive up there to feed a bloody cat.
Only once. We only got to go once.
I wasn't going to go twice. She's clever. I've been throwing my shirts on the floor and she's picked them up now, but so she's good. Do you know what? She's a bonnet sclave, aren't you, darling? My bonnet sclave.
Well,
she's a good slave.
There
she is. She's put my shirts up for me. We found that was a hat. She's found a hat now. Hat man! Was it Scat Man? I know, but what is the answer? What is the answer? I won't be locked up. Other than standing up against this tyranny, what is the answer? Have you got time to wait until the midterms? Because I really don't think you have. If he carries on achieving doing what he's doing now, carry on the same way for the next almost 2 years, how is that going to pan out for you? A revolution is literally what you need. It's a revolution. Caroline driving. Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, I didn't want to be. That's fine. I haven't even had the whole thing anyway. And it's going straight through me. I've actually got a breathalyzer thingy. Electronic one, so I'll be alright. Otherwise, I won't be feeding the cat. Simples. What are you quizzing the internet for? Huh? I don't understand what it means. What's that, mate? Tried to call your phone today. Well, I don't know who you are, so I don't tend to answer my phone because 9 times out of 10 it's either people trying to sell me something like solar panels, or generally that's basically what it is. Yeah, it's usually someone trying to sell me something because I don't advertise my number generally. Don't need to. The Trump golf courses in Scotland are getting protested. Oh, that'd be good. That is good. Palestine action is a similar issue. That's a very good point, actually. Don't know. Palestine Action is a protest group. Basically, they protested against genocide, effectively, for the people in Gaza. And the government is now, as they class it as a terrorist organisation or something. I believe that's right. Which is not justified. Because of Israel. It's just like Trump and Israel. We've got similar. What's going on there? My Sebastian. Hello, Sebastian. Do you want to come up here? Can you get up here? Come on then. Up you come. Yeah, I know you can smile at me as much as you like, but if you want a treat, you're going to have to perform like a seal. Oh, that's it. Ease up. Ease up. You up? Come here, you. Oh, yeah, sit here with me. That's it. Oh, my little boy, aren't you? Hey? You're struggling down. It's too hot for him. He's struggling because he's got that congestional heart failure. He's fighting really hard in this heat. But he's still a lovely boy, aren't you? Is it too hot? No, he cuddling. What cuddles? Yeah, He's struggling. He's got reduced lung capacity, you see, so because he's got an enlarged heart, and yeah. Well, ain't he beautiful? He was a rescue. He was being beaten. He was by, well, I don't know, by somebody who had him before, and the courts got involved, and we rehomed you, didn't we? You were a puppy at the time. Well, I said puppy was about a year old. Look at that. 14 now, aren't you? Are you 14? And do you know what he loves? He loves ice cream. He shares ice cream with me. He is a lovely, lovely boy, aren't you? That you are. Hey? Hey, Sebastian? You a nice boy? It's your dog! You thought I was talking to thought you talked to Caroline. Oh, that was, but you know. He is my little friend. We don't know how much longer we're going to have him for, do we? Don't listen. Don't listen. We don't know. Because he's definitely getting worse. He's been having a lot of trouble recently. Haven't you? So you get lots of love, don't you? They call it prescribed ridiculous. Our fault for shit security at our military bases. Cavan Lad says, the most phone calls I get are scammers. Me too. Scammers and telesales, you name it. I just don't answer anymore. I just deal with emails generally because I'm a business. And besides, I mean, I'm off to use machines, so I can't hear anything anyway. You know, I've got air defenders on most of the time. He is a cute one, Matt. He really is. He's a lovely little boy. He's a real softie, you know. I mean, he's just very loving, aren't you? Yeah, very loving. But he's getting old. We have been looking at more dogs though, haven't we? So you can help train the other ones, train a new one, don't you? Yeah. Show how soft you got to be. He does own me. Oh, there's a thing about dogs, you know. We had 3. Unfortunately, my little Wally last year died. He was 15. Sebastian's struggling now. They both had heart problems. Wally had a quite bad heart murmur, and that progressively got worse. And obviously 15 years old, it's a good age anyway, isn't it? And then this little boy, he's now struggling, aren't you? But you seem quite happy just sitting there like that, getting a fuss, don't he? But he's like this all the while now. He's just sort of constantly panting, so I don't know how much longer. And then we've got Pandora, who's a thug. She's just a thug. She's a lovely thug, but she's a thug. She banders about, just like lumps you, and just jumps on top of you, and then starts expecting her bum to be rubbed. She's do another treat, boy. Here we are. How about a treat? Oh, this is very political, isn't it? What do you think about Donald Trump? He's a fucking arsehole. He is. He's a chocolate starfish. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, so he knows. Oh, Mark Twain, of course. If dogs don't go to heaven, send me where they go. Do you know what? We had a cat before we came here. He's my second dog, this one. We had a cat before we came. We didn't have dogs before. And I have to admit, I'm definitely a dog man. I really am. They're right characters, aren't you? What's that on your head? When I was a baby, there was a cat and a dog watching over me. I loved them both, says Joa. These two like that, or Wally and Pandora and Sebastian. Whenever we had the babies, as in our grandchildren, they'd be like asleep on the sofa. These two would be they'd all be around them. It's like they're protecting them. Very sweet. What's that on there? Oh, nothing. It is time to unmercifully troll Trump. All join up to Truth Social and troll him. That's what we've got to do. Troll him. He's getting a lot of grief at the moment, and he obviously hates it. There's a lot of comments on that. He's literally with that. He's incriminating himself all the while, isn't he? You know, so telling everyone to ignore. I don't talk. Yeah, no longer talk about Epstein. Don't look over here. Look over there. You know, everyone's saying, "Well, why don't you want us to? Is there something we should know?" All those people that thought Donald Trump was legit, and they're thinking, "Oh, I'm not sure about you now." Apart from those who'll never wake up, you know. You know what, fella? I need to do my channel and troll him bad. Yeah, do it. We should all join Truth Social and troll the hell out of them. I've joined it for the sake of actually just so I could read the comments. It's painful, I'll tell you. Because most of them are incoherent. You know, they don't do full stops. Quite often they're in caps. And generally speaking, they just don't make any sense and use the wrong words. So, anyway, we are going to have to go and feed the cat, my boy. What do you reckon? We'll go and feed the cat. We'll go and feed the cat. Maybe go for a walk. The sun's cooler now. The sun's going down. Yeah. Oh, got my fingers in your mouth. My fingers in your mouth. My fingers in your mouth. Oh no, my fingers in your mouth. Oh, no, don't bite me. I need to clean your teeth again, mate. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, and thanks a lot for all the likes and the super chat and that. So, I hope you all have a lovely time, or the rest of the day. And thanks a lot, Joel, for doing the business. We've had a few trolls, haven't we? We have. You are getting too hot laying there with me like this. I think we need to put you somewhere cooler. That we do. Anyway, it's a goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him. Look at that face. How can you not love that face? Huh? How can you not love that face? Look at that. He's the dopiest dog ever, he is. Dopey, aren't you? Huh? Toodaloo.